Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Welcome to the weekly ramble. This one's a little bit late, just life activities and such, but I hope all of you have been doing well. I've been doing good, just busy like I said. I had some friends over and went out and did some stuff for once. I'm kind of a hermit. I have a tendency to hide in my house, especially with just, I feel like, the state of the world nowadays. It's very easy to be like, stuff is scary outside. I think I want to be inside. At least for me. And I feel like I've heard that from other people as well. I feel like that's becoming a common thing that I'm hearing around in public when I do go in public. Well, I guess I do have a couple different topics that I wanted to talk about today. Well, besides just me rambling about my life. My dog might have toe cancer, so that's sad. Well, not really toe cancer, that didn't really come out right. She has like a lump near her toe, which might be cancerous. I'm waiting for the test results. They should come back today, so that's nice. By the time you guys are watching this video, I should have those results, ideally, hopefully, by the end of today. But yeah, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking. There's like a possibility of them having to remove her toe, which, I should be thankful it's not the whole foot, but she's one of those dogs that loves to like run around as fast as she can. And I just know that without a toe, like she could still do that, just not as fast, I'm sure, as she's used to doing it. Like I'm sure that would create some balance issues. Who knows? She probably would surprise me, honestly. I feel like animals are pretty adaptive. If she does have to get it removed, I imagine she's gonna be just fine. It's not a certain thing yet. It's not for sure, but it's just like a possibility. I'm trying not to think about it too much, because understandably, right, that's stressful. I'm sure any of you who have pets out there can imagine that would be stressful if you had to consider chopping your pet's toe off. I almost said your toes pet off. Yeah, that was a weird switching of words there in my brain. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, other than that, what else did I even want to talk about? It just like, it was in here when I started. It's not anymore. You know what? I'm just gonna keep talking. Eventually, it'll come to me, or it won't. Either way, we'll survive, won't we? Trying to think of stuff to speak about that isn't politics, because I feel like a lot of the videos, I like talking about politics, but I don't want that to be the only thing on my channel. I don't know. I don't like being closed off, like kind of being forced to speak about one area of topics. Like I like talking about alter-human things. I'm actually thinking about coming out with a video about that. I think I mentioned that in the last ramble. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But point being, I like being able to talk about pretty much whatever I want. Oh yeah, now I know what I was going to talk about. I had to sit there and think about it for a second, but it did come to me. Okay. I was going to talk about how you shouldn't be, especially if you're one of like the younger viewers in my audience, there are going to be beings out there that dislike you, and there's not going to be anything you can do about it. Like, I don't know, I feel like I run into even so many adults, like whether it be just in public or friendship, or I just hear about stuff through the grapevine or what have you, about people getting upset because they just don't understand why so-and-so doesn't like them. And I don't know, I feel like it's a thing that I've had to learn in my life, that sometimes people are not going to like you, and there's really nothing you can do about it. Likely it's not even your fault. It's likely just something going on in their personal life, and they're taking it out on you. So, yeah. I guess that was something that has been on my mind a lot recently. I like to use these as brain dumps, if you haven't noticed. And that's definitely been something that I've been thinking about, because I feel like, especially like back in my early 20s, I was so concerned about, when someone at work didn't like me, or, if there was a friendship group and someone in that group just seemed to be like off put by me, I'd be like, why? Like, I feel like I'm doing all the things right. I'm nice to you. I like, try to include you in the conversation. I always try to be polite to you, etc. So, like, why? What have I done to make you not? And again, there's likely not even a good reason. Or if there is a reason, it's likely some sort of, like, perceived slight that they have made up in their mind, something that you didn't intend or didn't actually even do. And there's nothing you can really do to fix that. So, it's unfortunate, but sometimes you really do just have to learn to be disinterested in what other people think about you. I mean, I think that's honestly the reason I feel like I end up getting, especially at work, I end up getting people asking me, like, how I can dress the way I dress, or I'll end up getting people saying, oh, I wish I could do that with my hair. I'm just, scared of people looking at me, or I just don't feel like it would look good on me. It's like, you gotta have the confidence. You gotta just not care. If someone doesn't like it, you gotta not care. Because trust me, I've had people not like my hair. I've had people not like the way I dress. But I don't change the way I dress or the way I do my hair because of that. I still continue to do it. And instead, I try to focus on all the positive compliments that I get instead of the negative ones. And that's usually what you have to do. And here's a secret. Most people do look good with colored hair. There's usually a color out. I feel like there's a color out there for everyone. Like, if you want to try to have colored hair, go for it. I promise you there's a color out there that would look good on you. Just go to a hairstylist and ask their opinion. They'll help you out with that happily. I'm sure they will happily try to find out, like, what kind of color looks good on you when it comes to unnatural colors. I feel like one color that I don't pull off very well, for example, is red. I try to avoid red. Not because I don't like it, but just because I feel like I look weird with it. But yeah, I guess that's just it. Life is too short to not have confidence in the way you look and in the way you dress. And it's too short to, like, not do something with your... If you have a job, and then I understand, like, if you're gonna get fired, for coloring your hair, then okay, you're exempt from this. I totally understand that. But, like, short of that, life is too short to not do stuff that you want to do with your appearance just because you're scared of what some stranger in the grocery store is gonna think of you. Like, at least that's my take on it. Then again, I've been dressing like a weirdo since I was a kid, so I don't know. When I was in like a middle school, I remember I had a lot of you probably aren't even gonna know what these are. Okay, you're gonna have to probably Google this. They're like the glasses, but they have like the sunglasses part that you can flip up, and then it's just like the regular frame with like the sunglasses part flipped up. I had those, and I would wear those in class, in middle school. I didn't get bullied either, was a surprising thing. I was obsessed with, like, blue, so those were, like, neon blue, by the way, and then I had, like, a bunch of, like, peace sign t-shirts that I would always wear. I had this, like, bright blue scarf that I loved, too. I actually remember growing up, my mom was more concerned about me getting bullied than I was, which was funny. So, I guess, in some ways, you could probably say that's, like, a strength, but then maybe in other ways not such a good thing, that I've always been a little bit indifferent as to what other people think. It's good because it doesn't affect the way that I, style myself, etc. But, sometimes, like, in certain situations where you need constructive criticism, my brain definitely has a tendency to be like, who are you? I don't need that from you. I don't know. I have a hard time caring about what other people have to say sometimes. A little bit apathetic. And it doesn't come from like a bad place or anything. I think it's just, I don't know. It's just how my brain works. I don't really know how else to put it, to be honest. Yeah, I am gonna go because I have definitely been rambling enough. But I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night or whatever time it is. Bye.